Hi, I'm Lora Appleton, and I'm excited to be here with Design Milk for DMTV Milkshake. I'm a designer, artist, curator, and founder of both Kinder Modern and the Female Design Council. Kinder Modern is the only gallery worldwide dedicated to both historic and contemporary design for children. Female Design Council is an incredible resource and inclusive membership organization for all female identified persons in design. So today I'm going to be answering some questions for Design Milk, and we have a bunch of questions in here. Do you not love this object? This is the Pendulum. It's a really fun game, totally unrelated, but I thought, why not? Okay, Pendulum, what do you got for me? Is there a particular vintage period that produced remarkably excellent work for children? What did they get right that others didn't? This is an excellent question. I would say that from the early 1950s to 1960s was such an incredibly robust period for design for children. The things that were right, correct, good choices maybe, very much focused on materiality. A lot of work from that period was very simple materials, birch ply, not a lot of paint, glazes, things that could be harmful to children. Mixes of materials, tubular steel and wood. They really understood how to boil things down to the most simplistic forms to give children options of curiosity, but not to give them the whole answer. You've said that your son is your creative muse. What has he taught you that no one else could? Very good question. A few years in, when my son was able to walk around and look at things and notice materials, I was really fascinated on how much the built environment was an influence to him. If he went into a new place that he'd never seen, the type of material on the wall, he would directly go right for it. And there was this real sense of curiosity that seems obvious with kids, but it was really pointed. They're thinking. And then years later, he was able to recall that material, notice that it was made into a chair by one of my designers, and make that correlation. And I thought that was really fascinating. The memory, the tactileness of thinking, all of that really connects with kids in a way that before being a mom, I didn't really understand. Oops. What do you think is the best well-designed object for children? Okay, this is a fun one. So, in 1953, there was an object made by Hans Brockridge and Erwin Andra, if I got that correct, called the Shulkin Vacuum. Now, the Shulkin Vacuum was this incredible piece of furniture, a play item, if you will, that operated as a pedal car. So the child would sit in here. It was made of birch ply, very simple metal armature for the wheels. And then when flipped, it was a rocking chair. This to me really signified a turning point for where play was headed in the 1950s, for encouraging children to really get into what they were playing with in terms of furniture. And I've sold this a number of times, the original pieces in our gallery at Kinder Modern. And each time it's a piece that gets used and loved and passed down to generation and then displayed as an art piece. And that's what I love about these forms, is that they really are pieces of art. Oh, and by the way, this is Design for Children, which is an incredible book by Kimberly Burks for Phaidon, and yours truly wrote the intro. Check it out. It's a really fun one. Okay, last question. Can you share the work of a female designer from the past whom you love but didn't get her due? I would say there are a ton of female identified artists and designers who still have yet to get their due. However, Mira Nakashima comes to mind. She was the daughter of infamous woodworker George Nakashima, and she worked with her father for many years and really did not get the attention both her architecture and furniture design career commanded until now. She is currently the president and head of George Nakashima Woodworker, now that her father is gone. And I was lucky enough to work with Mira and her team, curated her work into a show that I curated called Designing Women with Egg Collective, another incredible female-led furniture brand in Manhattan. And it was so beautiful and so wonderful to see the breadth of history in her work. Thank you so much for today. I really enjoyed answering your questions, and thank you for Design Milk for giving me a few moments to share about what I do. Have a great day.